we are back. Going to be making a trade once again. Now, contingent on Havelead's progression. I could see us winning the Stanley Cup within the next 2 seasons. 3 seasons including this one. I don't think we have the strongest chance. Well, Havelead is only an 85. I believe that's what he is he not? Havelead, yeah, 85. Once he gets to be at least 88, which might be next season, then I think we can really turn Stanley Cup mode into high drive. But for now, I'm going to be making another trade, and that is Drew Doughty. Hate to see him go, because 95 overall, unless Ekblad got some incredible growth, I'm pretty sure Doughty might be the best defenseman in the game. But nonetheless, we have to trade him. I'd rather keep Yolovy. He's cheaper, and he might get better. He might not, but Doughty also has the extra trade value and the age. A 23-year-old opposed to a 31. I'm going to keep Yolovy. So, I'm going to be trading him to Toronto. Now, I thought about Hosang out of the Islanders, but keep in mind, we have to get a defenseman in the deal, which they don't have one that I'm interested in. And they wouldn't even do Hosang for Doughty. Now, I'm not going to propose it, because just on the off chance they do accept it, but yeah, it's a no. They don't want Doughty, and they don't want to give Hosang up. I don't see them accepting it just 1-for-1, but Toronto does want Doughty, so it's a full trade bar of value, plus they want him. And Edler. This Edler, 21 years of age, he's not happy right now in Toronto, and an 88. So he's not as good as Hosang right now. He could be, but I really like him. You know, defensively, he's good. Defensive awareness could get better, it might, but defensively, he's not a defensive liability at all. Senses could definitely get better. I don't like that category at all. Could get better for sure. Physical, he's not that physical, but 90 durability. That is really good to see. And then, offensively, skating, shooting, and puck skills isn't terribly bad. It's not totally elite just yet, but he's 21. He probably will get to a 90 next season. So, I want him. Now, that's a lot of value, but I think it would go through 1-for-1. We need a defenseman still, though. Now, in terms of who they have, I need someone over an 83. I need them to be a top 4 defenseman. I'm pretty sure, yeah, top 6. So I could get Connor Carrick. He's pretty decent. He's an offensive defenseman, which is nice. But he still has great defensive category. He's physical. He looks like a great pickup. Now, Gardner is a little bit too high on the value. I think Carrick would be the way to go. I think that would go through, but I was looking at the deal, and there was one more guy I thought about going after. And that is down here, Mitch Marner. 24, but 83 overall. Low elite. Obviously, he's been a bust, but I'm not trading him because of what he could be. I'm going to trade for him for what he is right now. Now, defensively, we're great. We need offense. That was proven last year. We need offense. We got Forsberg. Hopefully, with Havelead growing, he can contribute some more. We're getting Edler, and if we get Marner, that is a total new influx of offensive guys into the team. And he's good defensively, too. The only reason it's only 3.5 is because shot blocking is so bad. But he's a playmaker. He doesn't really need to have shot blocking. 87 stick checking and 84 defensive awareness, totally fine with me. Senses, everything in the 80s, perfect. You know, again, physical. He's not that physical, but he's still got 87 durability, which is the only category you really need, especially if you're a playmaker. Yeah, puck skills, shooting, all pretty decent. He's going to put up decent amount of points. Now, I don't think I can get that to go through. I don't think I could get that to go through 1-for-3. I might try. But if we do this deal right now, that's 2 forwards onto the team. How many would we have? So 1, 2, and then Forsberg, 3, 4, 5. So wait, what would be the top 6? Nylander, Shore, Forsberg. Edler, yeah, it's not looking the best. Not looking the best. But with those two guys, that's 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 13 guys we have right now, if we were going to get Mitch Marner. I guess the two guys that are expendable, Cizikas and Wilson, both guys I signed in free agency. I wasn't planning on trading them, but it worked out that way. Who would I rather have? Right off the bat, I like Cizikas better. I like his senses and defense better. They're basically the same guy. They're not much different in terms of stats. One of them is a scoring forward and one of them is a checking, but we're bringing in two offensive guys. What are the contracts like? 2 years on 2.7, 2 on... Okay, yeah, I guess Wilson. We're going to need all the cap space we can have going into the future now that we've got a lot of top-level talent. I think this deal would go through. So, Wilson for Mitch Marner. That, I don't know. And then Doughty for Edler and Carrick. Maybe I could get a draft pick out of them. Maybe. This might be pushing it. I mean, just a 4th and a 5th, just to sweeten it. Now I can be the guy telling them, sweeten the deal, motherfucker. Okay. I think it's a good deal, I think. Wilson and Doughty for Edler, an 88 overall, 21-year-old that can still grow, and we're not paying him any amount of money this season. We're saving a lot of money, at least for the time being, right? Carrick, he's not the best, but he's a serviceable defenseman. He's decent. And then Mitch Marner. Now that we're giving up Wilson, do you think we could get Gardner instead of Carrick? I just like, if we can get the better defenseman, why not? Is there any reason why I wouldn't want to go after Gardner? Any reason at all? He's a little bit older, 4 years older. He's on an expiring contract. He's going to want a lot of money. Is his stats really that much better, though? 86 is defense. No, I mean, no, pretty even defensively. Senses, yeah, okay, he's got the discipline. Physical, they're the same. I mean, puck skills, I guess, a little bit better, a better shot. Oh, no. Yeah, so, Carrick's got the better shot and skating. I mean, I'm fine with either one. A left or a right-hander, which one would I rather have? A lefty or a righty? Let's check the defense here. So, without Doughty, we're going to have... Yolovi's a lefty, so a left and a right and a right, and a left. Okay, I guess I could go after Gardner. Again, I don't have much of a preference, but he's gonna be older. That's the thing. We get a guy 4 years younger, and yeah, and on 1 more year. It's not as good, 2 overall less, but you know, I'm gonna go for it. So we got Wilson and Doughty for Edler, Marner, and Carrick, and then a 4th and a 5th. Wilson, we just signed in free agency. Too much blabbering. Let's get it going. So, trade rejected isn't sufficient at all. Okay, let me take off the draft picks. 2 for... Wow, so maybe we won't be able to get Mitch Marner. I'd like to get him because he's a solid young player who has poise. What if I give up a 4th and a 5th and a 6th? Does that matter? Trade a bit low? Okay, so this will go through. If I take out the 6th and add in another 4th from next season, that should go through. This should work, though. We're still getting Carrick. We're getting all the players, just swapping picks. Oh my god, still a bit low. God damn it, Sweden at just a touch. Okay, what about another 4th round pick? I'd rather give up a 4th than a 3rd round pick. Will this deal go through? Oh my god. I wanted to be the one. Oh well. I'll give him a 3rd round pick. God damn it. A 3rd and a 4th from next season? I don't want to give up too much here. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Come on, Toronto. You're getting fucking Drew Doughty. There we go. Okay. Call up Edler and Carrick. We got the deal done. This is a team right now, it looks a lot better compared to last season. We now got an 89 Forsberg, 88 Edler, who could get better. with Nick Shore. I'm still going to keep Shore because Havlicek is getting power play and penalty kill time. I don't want to overdo it. He's only a third liner. I'm not going to put him on the top line. And then we got Pajot. I'd like to get a better second liner. Maybe Dellandrea can end up being that. You never know. But for now, I think I'm going to do that. I could put Curtis Lazar. No, I'm going to keep. Yeah, I'm going to put Pajot. I like Pajot's offensive category, so I'm going to do him. And then Dellandrea, Horvat. I was going to put Brandon Sutter on the third line, but he's only 24. He could get better. Mitch Marner. I'm going to keep him there. And then I'm just going to put Connor Carrick on the top line. It's not ideal, but his offensive category is much better than Gabranson and Tanev. I mean, I guess Jolovi's going to get his points. Yeah, you know, if we have a second line with two guys that can't shoot or can't do much offensively, okay, I'll put the older guy up there. I'll give Tanev the edge. Hopefully he won't decline as quickly now. So I'm going to put Carrick with Gabranson. Obviously, it doesn't look as good, but the offense looks a lot better. And then we got Demko in net. I think that's about all. That should be it. Let's get it going. Whew. Hopefully, we can make another deep playoff run. Let me just check one more thing out really quickly. Who's the captain? Because I know it auto-changes every season. Who do we give the chat? Horvat? He has been here since day one. Horvat, Forsberg, and Nylander. I'm gonna take off Nylander now, and I'm gonna put it to Jolovi. It's time to give Jolovi the assistant, and I agree. I'll give Horvat the captain for now. Do you think it should be Jolovi though? Jolovi maybe? And you know, I'm actually gonna take it off Forsberg, and I'm gonna put it on Edler. Again, I don't know if this helps them grow, but I'm going to put Jolovi and Edler with the assistant because they can still grow. I know it's going to hurt Forsberg for now, but hopefully in the long run it can help those guys develop. Again, I don't know if that's true. I didn't hear it from anybody. It's just what I thought. You know, makes sense to me. So I wouldn't trade... Oh, yeah, I know. Okay, I agree. I didn't want to. I didn't plan on trading them away that quickly. It just happened to be that way. Okay, and the good thing about the team we have right now, I don't expect it to change at all from now till next season. The only piece that might change is a second line winger. If we can get like an 87, 88 second liner in free agency, then, you know what, it might be interesting. Then we might be able to pick him up, but the majority of the team is going to stay the same. Aside from that one winger, and maybe a better defenseman, I don't mind holding on to Carrick. Again, if somebody is better in free agency, I might pick him up, but only 2 new players will come into the team next season, so the chemistry should go through the roof by the time we're actually competing for the cup. Again, it might be this year, but it's not like a deadline. Like, it's not make it or break it right now. I don't think we have to win the Stanley Cup this season. The draft is going to be weak. That don't matter. We're in compete mode right now. But next season, Edler should be at a 90. Havlicek should be at an 88. That is the type of first line we need to compete. Obviously, there's no 90s. Well, I mean, Edler might be a 90. Forsberg, I'd give it to him. He's a 90. 89. So, I like the team we have. Obviously, a 90 goalie, a 90 defense. We have an elite player in every position. A top 2 defenseman, first line forward, and an elite goalie. So, I like the chances. We're not doing too good so far, but 74% or 74 chemistry. I don't blame them. Once the chemistry gets up there, I do expect a lot more wins. It's probably going to get up there higher during the season. I should have took the team meeting for the first game of the season. Oh well, it is what it is. I don't expect the chemistry to hold us back too much. Up to 77 already, so by the end of this month, depending on how good we do, it might get up to 80, which is quite nice, especially since I just traded away Drew Doughty, a huge piece of the team. Demko bobblehead night. That's funny. Gabranson is injured. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem. We don't have that depth on the defense core anymore. Who knows? That might affect us during a playoff run if Yolovy gets injured. Whew. Luckily, we have a pretty nice replacement. Well, not replacement, but a pretty nice depth defenseman. Philip Lawson. We've had him since day one. I mean, he's a great defenseman. He's good. He could be a top... I'd be comfortable having him as a top 6 defenseman. I would. Even on a championship team. If we had just a stacked lineup, top-heavy team, and I didn't have the cap space, you know, I might go out and pick him up. So he's good. Obviously, he's no Gabranson. But it is what it is. Now, are we finally making money? We only have $2 million. What? I think, yeah, my next GM mode, I'm going to turn off all these finances. You know, it was decent. It was pretty decent for the first time around when I was making the money. But now that I've made it so it's just automatically, I have like an auto guy making money. I mean, look at this. You can't even repair your suites like a quarter of the way during the season. How is an NHL franchise going to not be able to maintain the arena? I mean, that's just video game sense. It kind of makes sense, but I mean, realistically, that's one of the dumbest features in the game by far. I don't know what I'm gonna do after this Vancouver series, but definitely gonna be taking that shit off. I don't like it at all. It was a good idea. I like the idea of franchise mode opposed to GM mode, but they don't do a good job of it at all. It's done very poorly. It really is. 2 shootout losses in a row, I'm fine with that. I'd rather get a shootout loss than a regulation loss, of course. I don't know what to expect with the team. Again, we don't really have the offense 100% solved. If in my estimation, what would be 100% solved is Haviland becoming a 90 and Edler becoming a 90. Oh no! What? Okay, good. Damn, he's gonna be out for a couple of weeks. Demko. Well, that is a big blow, but luckily we have a starting goalie. Dominique. Not Demko, Demko got injured. But Dominique in 84, that's not terribly bad. It's not the best, obviously, but it could be better. It definitely could be a lot better. I think I might stop it at the end of the month. I might stop it once Demko comes back, actually. I'm interested to see how they play without that 90 overall goalie. So, I mean, they're getting wins. 2 goals against, 3-1. How many goals against? 1. I mean, they're playing good. Like I said, defense was not the issue at all. It was offense, and I'm willing to bet our numbers are very good. I don't remember off the top of my head what they were last season, but I guarantee we're going to be scoring much more goals, maybe over a full goal a game. More is what I'm guessing. So Demko is back. That is huge. Now, what is the record right now? I think I might want to stop it just to get your opinion on the trade and everything. Let me go back. Yeah, I'll go till the end of the month. We're doing good. 15, 7, and 5. It doesn't look the prettiest, but those 5 overtime losses make it a lot more bearable. 2 losses in a row, back to back. That's 4, 5 in a row. Okay, come on, you guys got it. There we go. So it was doing a lot better. We lost 5 in a row, even though 2 of them were in a shootout. It's like a half win. You don't really lose. You get a point out of it. Almost, if we can get to 20 wins before 10 losses, that would be really nice. Especially with those 5 overtime points. There's 10 losses. Okay, can you get to at least 20 wins? There you go. Get to 21. Okay, run the table here. Let's go on a 3-game win streak. Beat Chicago and Columbus. I guess I'm going to scout defensemen. We still have a first-round pick. I don't know if it's necessarily the year to go all in. I don't know if it is. So, Chicago, we lose. Whatever. At least get to 20 wins, please. At least do that for me. You can't even do that. 19, 12, and 5. I don't know how it's going to shape up. Is it going to be a competitive division? So, second. Pretty good. Only 1 loss, and we dipped down to outside of a playoff spot, perhaps. But we dipped down to 4th. Okay. Check out player stats. Forsberg leading the team. I like it. Where is Edler? Edler only has 1 goal. Oh my lord. Wow. Shaw and Forsberg are both doing great. Horvat's doing good. Nylander, Pajot, Marner, he's having a great season. Where's Havelid? So Havelid and Edler, they're not doing as good as I'd like. They need to be, especially Edler, he needs to be up in the 20s by now. Only 3 goals between the 2 of them. If you have any suggestions on how to make them perform better, please let me know. Let me go to defense. What do we got? So 17, that's another thing. Doughty, he was a solid, 60-point man? We got 3 guys already 10 points. Stetcher is going to be 20. That's nice to see. A solid 8, 6, and a 4. Not bad at all. Now, let's check out Demko. What has he got? He's already got 4 shutouts, so a .92. And then a 2.3. Dominique, great backup. He's a solid backup, 4, 3, and 2. That's fine. Grubauer, in the 1 game he played, 2 goals against, 2.03, and then a .932. Very solid. I'm happy with everybody except Havelid and Edler. Those guys need to do better. If you have any suggestions, like I said, let me know. So we don't have 3. But in terms of everybody else, we have the highest in our division. So in terms of matching it up against others, we're doing great. Goals against, we're not doing, okay, we're actually second. Or third, we are third, that's fine, that's okay. Power play, almost 20, I'm happy with that, and then penalty kill, that needs to get better, for sure the penalty kill. I can make changes to that, but let me know on Edler and Havelid, let me know on the trade, on the team. I like the direction the team's going. 92 overall goalie, 92 overall offense, which will only get better. And then, didn't mean to do that. And then 94 defense. 19, 12, and 5, pretty solid. Let me know your comments on the team. Thank you for watching.